17:30, I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Since your pretty ass soon as you came in the door.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the answers to our Q&A. That's right, I got some questions from you, and I got answers for you. So let's start this off. Nagave, longtime carb doping follower. Do you have a P.O. box where fans can ship you stuff? Unfortunately, I don't. I still have my old address, and I'll probably have that until I actually go and get a place. Yeah, so no gifts. Alright, Teresa E. What's a good beginner road bike that you would recommend on a budget? Well, you know, I like Trek products, and so if you want to get a good women's road bike for really cheap, they have the Trek Lexa for $650, complete bike, ready to roll. Basic parts, but it'll get you where you need to go. Or you can go and upgrade and get the 1.2 for $750. I'll post the Trek website down below so you can go and check out those bikes. Power of Life. Got a handful of questions here. What books would I recommend? How Not to Die, Michael Greger. Starch Solution, John McDougall. Proteinaholic, Garth Davis. A Room Without Windows, Scott Bourne. Is it hard working in an environment that I don't really promote the lifestyle, serving alcohol and animal products? Yes, it is. The alcohol thing doesn't very much bother me, but the food thing does bother me, but you know, I gotta make a living, and this is the most flexible / like disposable amount of income, you know, like if I need to pick up a shift, I know that I'm gonna go make like $50 to $100 in a night of tips just to knock out some tables. If I could have a one-on-one with anyone for 1 hour, who would it be and why? You know, the only person that I haven't met, there's 3 people that I wanted to meet in my life who I looked up to. I met Mike Giant. He's a graffiti artist in the 80s. Super rad dude. I've met him plenty. I met Howard Schultz, the CEO of Starbucks. I met him and his wife in Seattle. I just happened to bump into them having dessert, and I just walked up to him and thanked him for you know, giving me a place to, you know, share my passion with people. The third person I haven't met to this day, I still want to meet because it was my inspiration when I first started cycling, Lance Armstrong. Would love to pick his brain, talk to him about the tour. I think it'd be great. Alex, so what about if you have to use a restroom while in the Mini? I only ever come to my car when it's bedtime, so at like 11 o'clock at night. Okay, so I always go to the bathroom before I leave work or before I'm going to go and park and sleep. I go use the bathroom, and then I don't have to use the bathroom again until, you know, 7 in the morning, and then I go to a coffee shop and like brush my teeth in the bathroom, use the bathroom, and like get a tea or an espresso or something, and then get on social media before I go start the day. But I did have to pee 2 nights ago, and I just went over here to this alley. There's bushes over by one of the bars, and I just used the bathroom. Just took a pee. Alright, I got a few coming from that one viewing guy. A few random questions. Can you dive into simple, complex carbs and how they digest, affect insulin, etc.? I'll go really quickly on this. So, carbohydrates process through your body the fastest out of any food. So, go straight into your blood flow. Not quite as quick as sugar, but pretty damn fast. All foods raise your insulin levels when you eat. The difference between carbohydrates and like proteins and fatty foods is everything goes up when you intake the food, but the carbohydrates, insulin levels go back down like very soon after. And the thing with the higher fat foods, your insulin levels stay up for hours. You take like up to like 12 hours for your insulin levels to go down after eating a super high fatty food, because all that fat, all the fat bubbles, they clog up your blood flow, and then your insulin levels just stay super high. Do I like oatmeal? My mom force-fed me the plainest oatmeal when I was a kid because we were on WIC and welfare, and I had mentioned this in a previous video. People always ask me if I like oatmeal because they never see me eating it, because I love fruit in the morning, but Oatmeal is good, but I like it with sugar, brown sugar, with fruit in it. It's just, I don't make it because I like eating fruit in the morning and just nice and clean. Why do you think more elite athletes aren't high carb, low fat vegan? Because they don't understand or experience too often the like defects of not living a vegan like diet. You have all these like world-class runners and cyclists who are just super fucking lean because they're fucking training the house down. And they're already like consuming like sugar and stuff on the bike as like a source of fuel. It's just like they'll have like, you know, eggs or like meat, like small portions of that at night. But remember, if you've seen my interview with the vegan cyclist, like, you know, we all think that we get bigger when we get older because you just get old and fat and out of shape. That's not the truth. So if you look at Greg LeMond or Eddie Merckx, no offense to them, they're world-class cyclists, they're legends. Why are they overweight? It's because their westernized diet took over after they stopped exercising, and then therefore they got really big. Greg LeMond hunts. That's how he almost died, when he got shot by his brother because they were hunting in the backyard and his brother shot him on accident. You know, like, they were hunting, like, they eat animal products and therefore, you know, their body's attacking them. They're, like, getting bigger. You know, it's a shame that some of those athletes don't explore a high-carb, low-fat vegan diet because it's amazing and they would get even better results, better than using EPO. You know, like, the recovery's phenomenal. Alright, so we're 7 minutes in. I'm going to try and cut this a little quicker. We're almost done. What's the lowest levels of fat of consumption a person consume? So, I've gone like 2 weeks consuming 0 fat. All cold pressed juice and potatoes. Just for like 14 days, 16 days, 0 fat. And then like the third week I did like under like 3 grams of fat. So for like 3 weeks I didn't consume like any fat. It's super hard if you eat fat before because your stomach lining craves those fatty foods. So even if you're eating 8,000 calories of just fucking cold pressed juice, sugar, whatnot. I wasn't eating sugar at the time. I was just doing like cold pressed juice, like bananas, stuff like that, or potatoes. But like bananas have fat in them. But when you eat super clean like that and you're not used to it, you can just demolish mounds of food. I mean, I did. Like, I remember eating 8,600 calories in a day, and I was like, oh man, I could eat more. But that was pretty, like, borderline. You don't really need that many calories. But if you can eat it, then what the hell? But you ain't getting fat from it. So yeah, you can do 0 grams of fat in a day. I mean, potatoes have 0 fat. You know, a lot of juices have 0 fat. So you can do it. You don't really need to, but hey, if you want to, you can. Just remember, the least amount of fat you put in your body, the least amount of fat you're going to wear, and the faster you're going to get results. I'm coming up on 2 years now of high carb, low fat vegan, and ate less than 10 grams of fat per day for like the last 2 years, with the exception of a few days. You know, maybe 20 days, maybe 30 tops, over 20 grams of fat. Like, that's how I'm getting lean. Like, I'm starting to like run now, like exercise, but that's how you get lean long term. Less fat equals long-term lean. Yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm really exhausted, and I got a long day tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday, so again, thank you guys for viewing. Woo! Have a wonderful night.